What is a fable? A fable is a story that often uses animals as characters and teaches a lesson. The animals are often anthropomorphic. This means that they are given human qualities or abilities, like an owl being able to talk or a snake feeling jealous. Fables have a moral. That's the lesson of the story. It's usually one sentence at the end of the fable. You may be familiar with the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Well, the moral of this story is to never enter someone's house without permission. The fable we will read today was told by Aesop. He was a storyteller in ancient Greece who told fables over 2,000 years ago. The fable we will read today is called The Peacock and the Crane. Before we read, here are some important words to know. Vanity. The quality of having too much pride in your own appearance and what you have. Impress. To try to cause someone to like or admire you. Gorgeous. Very beautiful or attractive. Dust. A fine powder from the earth that collects on surfaces. Broad. Large from one side to the other. Soar. To fly to a great height. The Peacock and the Crane. A peacock, puffed up with vanity, met a crane one day, and to impress him, spread his gorgeous tail in the sun. "What have you to compare to this?" he said. "I am dressed in all the glory of the rainbow, while your feathers are gray as dust." The crane spread his broad wings and flew up toward the sun. "Follow me if you can," he said. But the peacock stood where he was, among the birds of the barnyard, while the crane soared in freedom far up into the blue sky. The useful is of much more importance and value than the ornamental. Let's look at what this moral is saying. Let's look at the first word, useful. Full of use, something that you can use a lot and it's helpful to you. Let's look at the last word, ornamental. I see the word ornament and I think of this. Ornamental means used to make something more beautiful or attractive. Whose feathers were useful to them? The crane. He could fly high into the sky, while the peacock, his tail was just ornamental. It looked beautiful, but it served no use for him to fly up into the sun. So in the end, who had more freedom? From this fable, we can learn that there are more important things in life than just being beautiful. Let's review some vocabulary. Which word does this show? A, gorgeous, B, soar, or C, dust? The answer is soar. Which word does this show? A, impress, B, vanity, or C, broad? The answer is A, impress. The man is trying to impress the woman with his juggling skills. Which word does this show? A, dust, B, broad, or C, vanity? The answer is C, vanity. Which word does this show? A, dust, B, impress, or C, broad? The answer is A, dust. Fill in the sentence with the correct vocabulary word from the box. I'll come back shortly with the answers. Here are the answers. The eagle soared over the lake. That dress is gorgeous. He is tall and has very broad shoulders. They are trying to impress you by speaking 4 languages. Unfortunately, her heart is full of selfishness and vanity. The old dresser was covered in dust. Now it's time for some story questions. Which character was full of vanity? What were the crane's wings compared to? Which character had more freedom? What is the moral of this story? Can you put it into your own words? Answers. The peacock was full of vanity. The crane's wings were compared to dust. The crane had more freedom. The moral of the story is that things that can be useful are better than things that just make us look nice. Now it's time to discuss. Discuss this with your classmates or here in the comments. Do you agree with the moral of this story? Is there a time that it might be better to have something ornamental than something useful?